Hey, young, hey, young, she and Asha, she and Asha, she and Asha, that day has shown go away, hey,
Yat she Sarah not anin she hon han einste na kaidene e pashishin
Yat she ya tkatnapa nat aninshke do homaslane ainsle na kaidene e dashiche do maideshkijne e pashishin do tsana habitne e dashanale.
Yat she winter's husking she hontlan nisle tis ahni bashichin ma ideshkijne dashiche tnajin dashinale.
Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We're really excited to open this very special exhibition of the U.S. Art and Embassies program at the Chief of Mission Residence here in Beijing. And we have some really special visitors with us who have come all the way from New Mexico. They have pieces here in the collection, which you will see later this evening. We have Taniva Natani here with us, her daughter Winter Rose, and her mother Sarah Natani. And we're really excited they've come all this way from the United States to join us. So without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce Ambassador Daniel Akelin. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Pam, and welcome to all of you. I'm really excited to have all of you here tonight for the opening of this exhibition of Native American and Lao textiles. The exhibition was arranged and made possible by the State Department's Art and Embassies program, which arranges exhibitions of American art in ambassadors' residences around the world. But I'd like to call attention to this piece here, which is a Native American piece from 1880, and right below it is a piece that we bought just a couple of weeks ago in Luang Prabang, which is Laos, and please compare the patterns on the two pieces. You'll see some remarkable similarities. And needless to say, there was no contact between the Navajo and the Lao in 1880. So.
I learned how to weave when I came home from school. I was in the 2nd grade and I was 7 years old. I came home from school and my mother told me, today you're going to learn how to weave.
So how we greeted you is we said, Yat and that means hello or it is good. And when we see one another, that's how we greet one another. Yat
The best way to tell about your home is to learn about another culture is talk to the people that live in the culture to learn about their home, their culture.
So I went home, and then my mother came over, and she asked me, she says, are they going to help you? I said, no, they told me this, I said. And then I told her what the welfare people told me. And then she says, lift up your hand like this, child, she says to me. So I did this, and she says, look at these points here. There's you got 10 of them, and every point you have different things that are there. She says, you use it, you work with it. You shouldn't be even going to the welfare to ask for help. Get your tools out. You got the sheep there, and they give you wool, and you could work, and then you'll be buying what your family needs. So that's what I did.
The three of them actually live on a farm, a sheep farm in New Mexico, the Four Corners area, and raise heritage sheep, a Navajo breed actually, and that wool is used in their weaving itself.
So my mother is Minnie House Clan, and that means I'm Minnie House Clan, and my daughter is Minnie House Clan. So together we represent the Minnie House Clan. At the bottom base right here, that represents the Mother Earth. I couldn't tell you everything in this time, the representation of the loom, but I told you just a little so you can understand.
So this was a wonderful way for us at TAC to be able to receive weavers and indigenous peoples from another country to be able to introduce their culture and their history of weaving to the Lao people and to people living here in Laos. So it was really a wonderful opportunity for the Traditional Arts and Ethnology Center. We are especially happy to see how many local weavers came. I think they were very interested to meet weavers who were using a slightly different technique from what they use, but they found a lot of similarities. So you can see the table over there with the natural dyes, with their local wool, with all of their equipment is packed. So I think people are really enjoying learning about how people weave in another country.
I found a lot of similarities, especially with the teaching, the passing of the weaving skill from the mother to the daughter. I've also found I could feel a very strong dedication of the weavers to their work. And that's nice because that's a part of them, and that's how we are too as Navajo weavers, as Navajo people, is we have a connection to our weaving.
My mother, for instance, was never went over the hill, and then one day when I met this friend, I met her years ago, and then there was a weaving gathering in San Francisco. So she invited me and my mother to take part in it. So we traveled to California on airplane. My mother was about the same age as I am now today, and so we went over there, and there I saw all these different people and how they were weaving and how they were spinning, and then to me I thought that since there's a lot of these Navajo people never been over the hill, what I mean is to see these other weaving, other spindles, other looms. I wish they could see it. So from that day on, I started thinking I should really try and get books. And then when I traveled to my friend Mary Black's place, and she showed me all these different kinds of weaving and all different kinds of people that does different things.
I'm very impressed with the weaving here as well, the complexity of it. The many different patterns, the many different twills, the many different sheds that they use. I'm inspired. I do weave with beads right now. As an artist, I'm experimenting all the time, and I've been incorporating certain beads into my work. So I did see that here, but in a more organized pattern. And I may try that with my weaving, with one of my upcoming projects. I'm also inspired to weave a complex pattern. In some ways, sometimes I feel a little bit scared to get to the next level, but the weavers here, they're almost like They've helped me. I can look at them and get the motivation to try something.
And I think it's very special to me, my mom, and my grandma to be here and do this tradition exchange. I think the weaving back home and the weaving here in Laos is a lot different because here in Laos they use like floor looms. It's like all horizontal, and back at home our rows is vertically in our looms, and I think it's very different, but there's like a similarity in between because like some designs are like similar to back at home and back here in Laos and Luang Prabang.
I'm gonna ask the Creator to give me another 100 years to finish what I started in crafts.
Don't worry about the life.